Well, since Jasmine's out looking for Christmas gifts and getting ready to accept her major award, I thought it'd be a great idea to look at some of the unique gifts that we have here for the gardeners in your life. So one of the main things that any gardener is going to be doing is pruning. So I've had these good Felco pruners for, oh gosh, 30 years. They're fantastic pruners. They last and last and last. The only thing that's going to happen to them, you may lose them. All the parts are replaceable and they're great. So you can see here, this is one of the brand new ones. This is mine from 30 years ago. They haven't changed at all. So all the parts, anything that is going to be coming up, you'll always be able to get them. Now, if you wanted to, you can get, this is sort of the top of the line. This one is a very good pruner as well, a little less expensive. The only real difference is that it doesn't have some adjustments around the pressure on the blade. But other than that, very good. The handles are really, really good. Excellent pruner. Here's another one that's unique. If you have someone in your life that maybe has some troubles pruning, you know, it's a little tough, maybe arthritis or something, the handle swivels. It's got a small blade on it, so when you pull it in, it's a lot more relaxing on your hand. Great little gift. And if you're one of those gardeners or know one of those gardeners that just loses things all the time, you can always go to one of these. These are made by Corona and they're recommended by the Royal Horticultural Society. They're basically a half decent pruner, but they got the nice neon colors to them. Hopefully you won't be losing them. And with any pruner, you're going to need something to put them in. So I've had this case again. This is what it looked like 30 years ago. This is what it looks like now. It's exactly the same. These are great. They clip onto your belt. Always a nice thing to have for you. Now I have this. This is called a dibbler, or what they call a seed and bulb planter. It's not a weapon. It basically is just for those people who maybe are in harder soil, or you're just going to be poking holes. Sometimes people use pencils and that kind of thing, small sticks. But this will give you a bit more control on some of the harder soils. Now, if you're wondering what to put in stockings, seeds are always great for those gardeners, and I've got 3 types here. This one's from West Coast Seeds, this one's from Chosen Farms, and this one's from Saanich Organics. They're all very local. They're great. You can put some basil in there, or you can put some other things in there. They can grow them right away if you want, but always nice. Every gardener likes a little bit of seed going on. Now, another unique item is, again, sort of on that seed venue, it's a heating mat. But this heating mat is only 3 inches wide and 20 inches long. So it fits on a windowsill really, really nicely. So if you've got some plants that maybe need the light, but they don't like the coolness off the windows, this works really well. Or if you want to start some seeds, this is another great idea. Now, if you're feeling adventurous and you really like hummingbirds, we've got these little handheld hummingbird feeders. Now, if you've been feeding them in the traditional hummingbird feeders, you may find that they're getting used to, and you want to try something like this, and you may actually get them to feed right out of your hands. And if you have multiple hummingbirds flying around that are getting used to you, you can try this one, which has multiple holes. Maybe you'll get 1 or 2. They are a bit protective of their feeders, but might be a little challenging, but that's always a neat idea to try. So the last 2 things we have are a bit of a novel idea on the traditional rain chains, and what it is it's a solar panel that will light up your rain chain all the way down, so as the water comes down, it sort of gives you a nice cascading feel for this what was simple kind of product coming off your gutters. And the very last thing I have is very simple. It's a bird feeder, a suet bird feeder, and the neat thing about this one is it takes 2 bricks of suet. I don't know if you're like me, I have a ton of birds. They go through suet like crazy. I put out 1, I'm just feeding it all the time. So putting 2 bricks of suet in helps a lot. So I hope I've given you some ideas for the gardener in your life.